Today is my birthday, and of course, I'm at work. It'd be special if every birthday something interesting happens. Something interestingly natural happens. Like you grow an inch or two taller every birthday. It will be like Mother Nature's gift to you, like, happy birthday! Here's an inch to your height to celebrate your new birthday. That doesn't happen. I mean, 2 or 3 inches more wouldn't hurt anybody, right? At least in my case. Why do I feel like crying? The thing is, as a child, I had a whole lot of dreams for myself. I still do have a lot of things that I want to achieve, of places that I want to go, things that I want to be. I had I had that all planned out, or so I thought. And reality is so much different from what I think I'd be doing or who I think I would be at this age. And it hurts, but I'm grateful to be alive on this special day of mine. I should be happy saying that, right? Smile, it's your birthday. For this year birthday, I used to think that on my birthday I'll probably get a small cake from the supermarket down there across the street and celebrate with my coworker and my family. But on a second thought, I also wanted to go to a park. There's this park that I've been seeing the signboard on my way home. It's beautiful with playgrounds, so many natural things to see. It's a very beautiful sight view. I haven't been there since my 2 years here. And I've literally not been anywhere since I came to Congo. Just house, work, home, work, home, work. I don't know anywhere else. I have not been to anywhere. That's my life. And so I thought on my birthday, I would like to give myself this gift of sightseeing. But the day before my birthday, the 2 days before my birthday, I was researching this particular habit issue that I'm that I'm still struggling with. And then I came across a suggestion about therapy. I've also wanted to do therapy for a long time. It's been on my bucket list since probably 2020. Yeah, I think. So I just love my mind. I went to Better Help and registered for therapy. Weekly payments basis. Oh my god, I didn't know it was that expensive because I haven't been to one and I haven't actually spoken to someone who has been to therapy before. And so, anyways, I decided to give myself this gift of therapy now that I can afford it. Unlike back then that it was a luxury to me. And I registered Better Help. I've been assigned an amazing therapist from her profile. I haven't gotten to speak with her yet. My first session with her is tomorrow 11 a.m. So I'm getting ready for that. I have some questions written down and I'm kind of excited to see how this goes. Kind of curious. More like curious, not excited. Few things excite me these days. I swear I'm not getting old. I'm just 24. Okay, I don't know why I'm acting like I'm that old. Anyways, I've been wanting to do a video since, at least for the sake of growing my channel, that I've been doing for the past 5 years. 6 years actually. Just take 6 years to at least hit 1,000 subscribers or make a reasonable video enough to attract that kind of attention. Because I've been doing this YouTube channel thing for the past 6 years. I'm still not up to 500 subscribers yet, which is crazy, but it's kind of like a hobby to me, not an actual business, which also contributes to the low view and everything. I'm not that serious with it. It's just something I'm doing by the side. So I've wanted to do a video for a while, and I've been thinking of a video idea to do, and it happens to be my birthday, Gemini. Gemini, June birds. It happens to be my birthday, so I think I've mentioned all of this before, but just for the sake of a new video, I'm going to mention some of all of the jobs I've done since I graduated from high school because I've done a lot. Right, I'm being dramatic because that's how this 24 is going to be. Anyways, I've done a lot of job. My first job, official job, was as which one came first? the pump attendant or the primary school teacher. I think the primary school teacher came first. No, I think the pump attendant one came first. I think so. Yeah, I think so. My first job, no, I don't think so. My first job, I think, was as a primary school teacher. Yeah, I worked as a primary school teacher at my alma mater. Yeah, where I did my primary school. I taught primary three, and I think I was like 15 years then. And it helps with the fact that we are close with the head mistress, and I was the best graduating student of my set. So I was also, our house is not far from the school, and they needed a substitute for the primary three teacher that recently traveled. So I became a teacher. Was um, was that 15 or 17? I graduated high school at 15, okay, and that was when I started officially working. And my first salary as a primary school teacher for my three was 7,000 naira. 7,000 naira was kind of huge back then for me, a little kid, earning my first salary at the age of 15. 7,000 naira. 7,000 naira at today's rate is it's nearly but not up to $7. Let's just say it's $7, but it's around 6.5, $6.7 for a whole month. But I think with the exchange rate of then, that wasn't up to. I mean, the exchange rate then was probably around 400 or below 400 for $1. So it was a huge amount for me back then. But right now it's like 6.7 or $6.6 for a whole month of work. So that's crazy. Crazy. My second job was as a pump attendant, which I remember when I shared about it on social media after I quit and everything. I started growing my social media, online business, everything. When I posted about it, I received comments like that was child abuse. Why would your parents allow you to work at the age of 15 and all of that? Yeah, I nobody thought it was child abuse back then. I was earning money. Was I supposed to sit at home doing nothing? I've graduated high school. What next? And there was no money for me to enter university at the moment. So the next thing is to at least be of a little help, if not to your parents, but to yourself, so you can get whatever you want to get for yourself. So I didn't see it as child abuse. Still not do not see it as a child abuse. It has never occurred to me that any aspect of it was child abuse. I was just working. Yeah, because I needed data, internet access, smartphone. I need to buy novels because I love reading literature, so I needed enough money to buy them. And clothes and all of that. As a young girl, I needed money to do all of that, and I can't keep on going to my parents when they are trying to sort out the school fees of my younger siblings, and then I'm at home doing nothing and then spending extra money. No, of course not. We weren't brought up that way. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, pump attendant. I worked for about a year before we moved to Aba. Me and my sister, my dad was already there, so we moved. We went to live in Aba, and then in Aba, Abia State, I worked as I and my elder sister, my immediate elder sister. We worked as cobbler. Is that how it's pronounced? Cobbler. Fixing shoe at Bakassi. Yes, at Bakassi. Worked at Bakassi for, was it up to a year or more than a year? God, my memory is, yeah. The thing is, I'm not, even though it's my birthday, a lot of things, something happened few minutes ago that just ruined my mood. I mean, I wanted to stay at home. I didn't want to come to work today though. But then something happened and then ruined the entire mood. So I feel like crying. Yeah, but I'm not going to cry. So yeah, we worked for about a year or a year and a half. And then we registered for a computer school where we learned how to use so many softwares in the computer. I won't say that's a job, it's just to learn because we wanted to use that skill to get a job in the main market, area market. And then after that, we went to work as an intern to this young woman who had a shop where she does graphic designers for the people in the market. So we intend for her, yeah, it was a paid internment, kind of you get wages every day, kind of it's stipend, allowance. Yeah, we get allowance every single day. We were learning under her, but we also get allowance for feeding and transport every day from her. So we did that for months too, about a year. Yeah, about a year because my dad paid for both of us, me and my other sister. I think it was a year before I went back to Anambra State. And then the online thing started fully. That's when I started the online business fully. You know, affiliate marketing, network marketing. What's the name of the like? I did a lot of that internet thing. I wrote books and published on Amazon. I still have my books on Amazon. I still get paid for that. I wrote books on Amazon. I taught lessons online, webinar, seminar, no, not seminar, webinars, WhatsApp classes. I sold courses. I also, yeah, I did online teaching. There was also a point where I had to travel to Port Harcourt to teach one of my Facebook friend, like a follower, a friend. I don't, I haven't actually spoken to her for a long, long. I don't know. I went to Port Harcourt to teach her how to do this online stuff. So I went to her house. I went to her house. I didn't know how I was able to. I don't remember why and how I took that risk going to a complete stranger's house to teach them something. I think we were friends on Facebook, but not like we've not seen each other before. We don't know each other from Adams, but I was so adventurous, so curious. I did that. And I think it lasted for about a week, 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks or was it up to a month? I don't remember. But I went to her house. I lived with her and her husband. I think she was a retired military something. Anyways, she was such a sweet human being. She was so good to me. She took me in as her daughter. She treated me as her daughter. And I stayed with her and her husband. She had a kid. I stayed with them for 2 weeks to a month of my life. I can't live like this. All my past memories, I've forgotten most of them. And then I came back. I was offered an opportunity to teach youth corpers, right, at the convention, to teach them internet marketing. But so I went to live in Oka where the seminar is going to take place. I was afraid, scared, insecure, and all of that because imagine me. I was shorter than I am right now. And then there are youth corps, university graduates, something I wanted to do to go to university and graduate, but I couldn't. And now I'm standing in front of them to teach them internet marketing. I didn't even know how I was supposed to do that, but I was scared to the bone. I didn't let anybody know that though. But I moved to Oka alone again. Ah, the audacity, Sha. I still have the audacity, which is why I'm here in Congo, all the way from Nigeria to Congo to work here. So I lived in Oka for 1 year, paid for a house, a room self on, and I lived there. But we didn't have the seminar, so after 1 year, and I didn't work. I was only doing the online business. I didn't like have a physical work. I tried to look for, but there wasn't much options there. So after a year, I moved back home, 2022. So I moved back home, and then I think I also looked for jobs there in Navy too. I got an offer to teach computer to people in a computer cafe, like a cafe. It's not like a cafe. What's the name again? Computer. I don't remember. To teach the kids, secondary school, high school kids how to use computers, or people who want to learn how to use computer for work's sake. I applied to teach them. I think I got the job, but I didn't. I didn't go because then I developed. I used to have not developed. I used to have eye issues, severe eye issues so when I started computer, and it got worse around that time. So I didn't take the job. Fast forward to 2023. That was when I left Lagos. That was when I left Anambra State, and I haven't returned to Anambra since then. So that's 2023 to 2026. We're in 2026 now. 3 years since I left my hometown. 3 years since I saw my dad last. 3 years since 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Anyways, 2023, I went to Lagos. My first job I got was as a VIP bar attendant. VIP bar attendant at a hotel close to where I lived with my sister and her family. I did that for I think about a month or two before I applied for to be the secretary of this company that I'm currently working for. But there in Lagos, and then I got the job, and yeah, I worked for them for 1 year there at Lagos, 1 year and a few months before I moved to Congo to take over this side of help out this side of the country. That's the first summary of the jobs I have done since I graduated high school. That's since 2027 at the age of 15 till now that I turned 24. If you calculate, it's 9 years already, going to 10 years of work. 10 years of work since I left high school. Within these 10 years, if I had the opportunity and the money was available and I was super duper serious about it, I would have graduated high school way before my 20 years, have my degree, and then I would be probably doing some jobs, or I don't know where I would be, but I wouldn't be here. That's one thing, I wouldn't be here. But 10 years have passed, and not that I think that it's time for me to pick up that childhood dreams I had. At least one of them, because I think I had like 10 of them, and then in this my adult age that I just stepped into, I've narrowed them down to five. Five. One is the ultimate. The second is what I'm going to put you right now. I'm about to pursue. So it's time for me to take a break from work and really pursue something that I want to do. Really do something that I want to do. Oh, oh God. Oh, it was unexpected. Ugh. Someone can walk in through that at any minute from now. And then I have to explain why I'm crying. I don't even know. It's a good thing that I'll be seeing my therapist for the taking therapy tomorrow. Anyways, that's what I wanted to share this day. Mm. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing that while I just turned 24, I'm actually looking like I'll be 16 or 18. So that's one good thing about my physique. I look way younger than my age. Way younger than my age. And even when I take a picture, it doesn't show, but I look way younger than my age. The younger ones around me actually do look older than I am. So, while I may be insecure about my height, I'm not insecure about my looks. Uh, Let me show you. Ah, I swear, this is the worst place to do a video because it's dark. The light is just overhead. That's why I had to wear. I have to wear cap every single time. Oh, but I do not want to explain to anybody why I'm crying. I do not have a reason for crying. It just happened. Okay, it just happened, and I wish. I think. Uh, mm, I need to not look like I cried. Ah, okay, that's better. Smile. It's your birthday. Nobody knows anyway. So that is the end of my video today. I'll probably try to make more video in the future. I'll try. And oh god. I'll see you in the next one. I have to go back to work now. Bye.